Hey there, y'all. Meteorologist Kristen Walla. Another breezy, humid, and warmer than we should be day down in the coastal bend. Wind gusts topped out around 35 miles per hour in Corpus Christi. That's actually ongoing right now, as well as a sustained wind pretty close to 30 miles per hour. So breezy outside this evening. Here's a live look at wind gusts across the coastal bend, anywhere from that 25 to 35 mile per hour range. And we will generally see those winds calming down into the overnight hours before ramping back up again tomorrow afternoon. That's ahead of our next cold front, which is currently making its way through the northern half of the country at this point. Behind it, much cooler temperatures, and ahead of it, temperatures near 100 in Amarillo. So while we're not going to be seeing the full effects of the front like this down here in the coastal bend, we will get a bit of a cool off from this front. Temperatures right now are in the 80s, even some 70s along the coast, ranging all the way to the 90s further inland. It's been a quiet day of weather in terms of rain chances. We haven't even seen many clouds, and that's thanks to high pressure. And that'll come into play here in just a bit, and I'll explain here in a second. We have a few clouds coming in tonight, that chance for some patchy areas of fog. Overall, a quiet morning. We start out in the mid-60s tomorrow. Your Friday afternoon kicking off the earlier part of the weekend in the upper 80s to even some low 90s further inland. But notice that wind direction shifting to a more easterly onshore flow as opposed to southeasterly or even more southerly. That is ahead of that front finally making its way down through the coastal bend. With it, we'll see an increase in cloud cover and a stray chance for a shower. I think overall, most folks are going to stay dry, but that chance comes in with the front and it sticks around through at least the first part of Saturday. Behind the front on Saturday morning, the temperatures are in the lower 60s. We could possibly farther inland see a few upper 50s sprinkled in there. So no, it's not going to be cold, but it will be cooler than we have been. Into Saturday afternoon, high temperatures are expected to top out either around or under the 80-degree mark. So that's a nice change of pace from where we have been over the past few days, and it's closer to where we should be for this time of year. So that front comes in tomorrow night. We have a low rain chance with it, but we do have a decent enough temperature drop going from the mid-80s in Corpus Christi into the upper 70s for your Saturday. So we're kicking off the weekend on a nice note, but very quickly those temperatures go up day by day. We're back into the mid and upper 80s by the middle of next week, and mornings, as we see that humidity coming back very quickly, are back into the 60s. So I mentioned that high pressure playing a role in our weather, not necessarily slowing down this front from reaching us, but it is weakening it. That's why we're not going to be getting those really cold temperatures that are up in the northern part of the country, and instead just a moderate drop, about 10 degrees or so. Now that high pressure is going to shift to our east, and what that will do is send more moisture into Texas, and at the same time, as we head into the later part of next week, we could see a more favorable upper level pattern coming into play. But as of right now, the rain chances do remain very low. Here's the rain chances with that front, and then the rain chances as that moisture comes into play heading into late next week. Hopefully that becomes more consistent in the forecast and a little bit more overall in general. We would love to see some rain chances down here in South Texas. Tomorrow, we unfortunately don't have rain chances. We're in the 80s, and that's about where we stay for just about every single day except for Saturday, at which point we'll be right under the 80-degree mark behind that front. Mike?
All righty.